Yeah. Earlier we have seen about import math, import PDB. So similarly, there is one more library. Let me comment this out. Like we are not going to use this. Okay. So let's use import OS. So what exactly is OS? Like what is this is? Like this particular command, like library, will give you many functionalities what we do in like Windows through terminal. So let me explain you how. So, okay, let me do this. Okay, if you see, like I have opened a command prompt here. Let me open it at the same level where we have this. Okay, there in Notepad++ we have a shortcut for doing that. So it will directly navigate to that particular folder. Okay, so now let me do it. So here, in case if you want to see, just a moment. So I have created a folder here in outputs saying that out folder one A, and I have created few dummy files like just okay, and one more folder inside a folder and this way. Okay, and let me give this folder as an input. Let me copy that path and share it here. Okay, so main, let me call it like name folder path equal to, and I have copied that. Okay, so in case, let me also navigate here in this place. Okay, so you got
So the
here.
folder link is like where and all you created the folders. That link you
Hmm.
have copied and you kept as main folder, right?
Yeah, yeah. So in the first like parent folder, like this folder contains all the other folders, right? So I'm giving this
Yeah.
path, like whatever is path inside that we have to get it. Okay, that is the next step.
Okay.
So here, in case in command prompt, in case if you do dir, so this will list out all the folders or files like whatever is there in, at this level. Okay, this is a kind of functionality available within Windows command prompt. Similarly, if it is in Linux, you'll be doing it like ls, but that won't work in like Windows. As like we are now presenting in like Windows, let's talk about like Windows terminal. Okay. So similarly, there is this there, and if you want to go inside a folder A, and there if you do there, you'll be getting like few more here. Okay. So if you use this there command, you'll be knowing like what content is within that folder. Okay. So let me clear the screen. So I just want to show you this. Okay. So let me just observe me how I'm navigating. The same thing like I'm trying to do. So cls is a command here, and dir if you do, you'll be getting like day 5. Okay. Oh, sorry. We are, and now we are at this level, like function.py. Okay. So this thing is like in case if you want to, similarly through Python, if you want to know what are the folders or file content inside these folders, how we can do it is os dot list dir of main path. Okay. So if you can go do this way, so let me print this out. What is it? Like, sorry. So how should we call it? Let me run this function here. OS functions.py. Okay. So I'm trying to run it. So yeah, if you see, it has returned a list with A, B, create class folder, new folder 1 and new folder 2. So if you see here, that is the same folders available here. If you see, right? Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
same way, even in Jupyter also it shows like this only, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's same. It's same in this service. No difference.
Yeah.
If you do this os.list there, like it will show the same thing. So whatever code and syntax gives doesn't, and format of output It doesn't change whether, no matter you run it in a script.py or maybe in an IDE again in .py, or if you run it in a Jupyter notebook. It doesn't matter. Like it should be giving the same output. Okay. So
Okay.
let me do a thing. Now you are able to know whatever is there at this level. But if you want to know whatever is there inside A, let me do that way. Okay, if it is inside just A, and in that case, let me print what this list. Okay, so I'm copying it out for each folder name. I'm just giving it as a folder name. It is just you can give whatever you wish. Okay, so let me print this and see like what am I getting. So before that, I am commenting this out so that it will only show this particular output. Okay, so it's just A, B, this and this. Okay, so in case now,
Yeah.
let's see. Let me comment this out. Okay. Okay. Let us say now you are getting one folder at a time, right? So in case if you
Yeah.
want to know like what is the like content inside this folder, okay, in the folder A, in case will this work like print os dot list there of each folder name. Let me give this and check like what will it be. Okay. So so it is giving an error saying that it can't find a path A. So what is happening here is it is taking only A, but actually what this needs is a complete path like E drive, like slash, this slash, all the things. But here it is only taking only A here. In each folder name is just A, but it needs the complete path. For that part, for that reason, what we do is instead of doing this, we have to first join the path. Let's get the full path. Is os dot path dot join. You join it with like its parent path, which is like main folder in this case, and folder name. Okay, so let me do it now. Here, let's see if this works.
So here the main folder plus A is getting concatenated.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
can do it. Yeah, yeah. It is just like concatenate, nothing else. Like let me print this full path as well as this thing. Okay. It is giving an error because path like it is like os dot path for join. So okay, if you see here, folder A contains like you see like it has been combined and now it is this big part folder A.
Okay.
See? And then inside like if you do list there inside, it is giving like dummy one and dummy one copy. So is this true? Let's go inside. Yes, right. So
Yeah.
similarly, if you go inside B, what it is giving is C, dummy one, dummy two. Okay. But if you observe here, it gave only three. It did not give what is inside this C, inside this B, and all. Okay.
Yeah.
It is only giving at this level. Okay. So
First level. First
yeah,
level
yeah,
of
it's first level. Yeah, exactly. So this is the thing. So, but in case our intent, this is one thing. Okay. So let me tell printing the content in the folder. Okay. So for this, like this works. This particular program works. Like it will give you till for each subfolder at this level, and it doesn't go inside further inside. But you don't know like if here it is C again. What you should be doing is what you have done till here. Again, you have to write a for loop for each function of B. Again, you need to calculate input, and again from D you have to get. Similarly, like you have to write so many for loops. You don't know it will end at E. Again, you might have like few more folders here. So for that purpose, what you should be doing is, let me first write how we can do. Okay, let's write it as a function initially. So function get contents in folder. Okay. Let me define a function this way, and I expect a full path here. Okay, input folder path. We can rename anything. So I want to output entire content as a list. So for each item, let's write it folder. So like we won't be in os.list the of input folder path. Okay. So, and for each folder, what we should be doing initially is like join like this. So as we did earlier, we have to get full path for each thing. Here, this should be folder name, and this should be input folder path here. So you got a full path. So for this full path, what we'll be doing is get the content list, right? Content list dot append, or maybe let's first see like what this is going to give. This actually gives a list, right? So if you are doing append, it will be list of lists. So instead, what we'll be doing is list.
So the above statement runs till first level, right?
And let's see, like
So
let's print,
OS
then it
dot,
will be easy. If you
okay.
print, then you will be understand easily. If I print it,
Yeah.
let me comment that. Okay, print. It will print the full path and then its content. Okay, let me print the entire content list. Not, it will come, folders also will come up inside this. Okay, so once that is done, what we do is do the return. Okay, so let's see what this is going to be. Next part is we have to call this function, right? And let's give it main folder path itself. Okay, let's see what we finally get. I'm going to print at this level. Let me avoid printing always. Okay, like you'll be knowing one whatever. Okay, so if you see here, it has printed dummy 1, dummy 2, C, and dummy 3. Where is it then? So main folder path is still folder. Okay, so let me also print this so it will be easy. Also at that point, like what is the content? So okay, so initially we are trying to print A is a full path, and inside A the contents are these two, and next we are going for B folder, and inside B folder the contents are like few more, like it has added up, like earlier these two and these three got added to those dummy test and this one, and similarly the rest three folders are actually empty, so it did not go into it. But if you see this, it did not, contents did not were left at C itself. C is a folder. It did not dig into the folder C whatever is there and contents of and the rest of subfolders inside this. Okay, so for doing that, what actually what we can do is, it again there should be a loop inside for each of this item, right? So then it will work. So how we can do it is,
Explain me that line. OS dot list dir of full path. What is that doing?
so OS
Yeah,
dot.
that
So
line. So
are you clear with this?
yeah,
Are you clear with this?
yeah,
Hello?
that is fetching the path.
Yeah. So let me like I did not complete the implementation here. I was just showing intermediate result. So let us say input folder path we have given as main path, which was this
Yeah.
one. Okay, so what it is going is, it's going inside, so it's going with each folder at a time, one folder at a time. So let us say A initially. For the first loop it's taking A. We are joining input folder path with this folder name, which was A, and so this full path will be this one, right?
Yeah. The first
So
print will print this location.
yeah, see, it has printed this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and next part is this os.listdir of full path. What does this mean? Like whatever is this full path is this folder, right? So if you do
Yeah.
os.listdir of this folder, you'll be getting these two file names. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So these initially it's an empty list. We are adding these two to the list. Okay. So it is dummy copy test, dummy dot test. Okay. These two names are there here. Okay.
That is of first print, right? The
Yeah.
third
We are
line
talking
of.
about first print. Like at this level, see this print. This is this. Sorry, let me select that. This is this.
Okay. Then where is
Because like
first print?
this full path is this full path. This one. Let me,
Okay, full path is that one. Okay.
this
Okay,
is
okay.
full path.
Now I got it. The second print is inside
So
the folder again the number of files.
yeah. Content, right? If
Okay,
you
okay.
see, right? Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me go. Okay. Yeah, that is how like each time it is adding just the content. Okay, but if you see, just now we have saw in case you want to give, it's not a full path, right? You have to give it if you want to reuse it anywhere. If you give full path, it will be useful. So what we do is let's not directly take it like this. So instead, let me put like for each sub item in and then full path. Okay, and then to this one, like one more full path, let us say full path to, let us say this os dot path dot full path for sub item. Okay, os dot path dot join, and you take this full path which was like its parent path, and then this sub item. Let's see, like in case if you are having any doubt, like once you do this, you'll be really means like you'll be getting what exactly it's trying to copy. So okay, this will be a little bit. Don't worry. Like okay, let's run it now. Okay, this is too much. Just a moment. Okay, slightly messed up. Let me check once. Okay, so let me print this. While you're printing this, if you see, you are getting each subplot. In case if you go here inside at folder one, okay, you got A and like whatever is full path for A and like dummy copy, as well as B, and inside B C and dummy one and dummy two also like as a full path. But you did not get like whatever is inside this D and E, right? So
Yeah.
in this case, our intention is to also cover those things. So for those, what you can do is, in case if this particular path is a directory, then what it should go inside as well, and then get it, right? Get the content.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I right? But again, if you write a for loop, again for D, it will miss. So let's say if you put a for loop, it will print these things, okay? But again, it will miss the contents inside D.
Yeah. It will print inside. Yeah, it will print inside the C folder, but it will not
Ah,
print the E folder. For
yeah,
again to get E,
exactly.
again we need to add the for
For
loop
loop.
again.
So how many can we do? Like it can go hundreds like this, right? Realistic
Yeah.
or practical solution is not this way. So there
Yeah.
should be some other way of doing it. So for that purpose, we have to write a recursive function. So how we
Okay.
going to write it is, let's see here. So here, let me try this way, okay? So in case if it is a folder, it should be, it should again repeat the same process, right? In
Yeah.
case you want to get like whatever D or something. So for that, again, it should repeat the same process. So let's,
Yeah.
what we do is, if os dot pass dot, there is an provision in Python, this OS library, to check if that particular path is a folder or not. For that, what we do is os dot path dot is there, because okay, let me not do this. Okay, let me directly give you for every sub item. Again, you want to check if there is any.
We can keep this in infinite loop, right?
Yeah. Yeah, indirectly, like we'll be doing that infinite loop. When will it break? Yeah, that is one way of implementation. Yeah, sure, that can be done. Uh, I'll be talking like much easier and like practical way of doing it. Okay. Usually, like sometimes infinite loops will be dangerous. It may get stuck into that. Like in that case, that will be a problem. So even though like my implementation will be similar to that. So let me do this once. Like I'll be showing you some kind of error what we'll be getting. So let me print this. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's inside again one more full path. Full sub path. Okay. uh, os dot path dot join. If you do it this way and take this folder and then add each item and see, just like we are going with the previous approach of like doing fur of fur of fur. So in that case, like you'll be facing some issue, which even you'll be getting like while putting an infinite loop. Okay.
Yeah.
See what is
So
that
this will
issue?
go inside
So
C,
this is
that's all.
saying not a directory. See here,
Oh,
it went like A, it has printed this, and for the second item, it has printed like dummy this copy text, and that while passing it here. So what it is trying to do is in this list there, it is trying to get folder content. Let me go to that particular file. Okay, path. So it is this path. Okay. So error where in this path like we got this error. So it is trying to go inside folders of this particular file. So it's a irrelevant thing, right? Like this is not a directory to go inside and get the folder contents. Okay. So that
yeah.
was this error. Okay. So in that case, we should make sure that this particular code works only for a directory. Okay. For that purpose, we use it. This is. We can put try catch anyway if you want, but in case we really can do it without try catch, let's do it that way. Okay. So if you do it like this, okay, I'm deleting this. Okay. And like if it is a full path, what you do is you get the content. Sorry, let me do it. Os dot path dot not join. In case if it is a kind of this thing, then let it again go through this folder. Let's see like what it will do. Sorry, printed somewhere. Okay. So and content list equal to, okay, I'm appending it here, and yeah, let's see what it would have given. Like, do you think like this would work, or is there any issue? Rashid,
Yeah, it will work.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, why it has shown error, because if there
Mm-hmm.
are in one location, if there is one folder and two files,
Mm-hmm.
so where and all the directory, the folder gets ends, but still it is going inside the loop, then
Mm-hmm.
automatically it will throw error for sure. So that is the error we have seen here, right?
Yeah. Sorry, can you repeat it again?
No, what I mean is, for example, if there is a directory, right, means
Mm-hmm.
inside a folder, if it is another folder, then it is
Mm-hmm.
fetching. This code for loop is fetching it and it's going inside and inside. So
Yeah, yeah,
once the folder gets sent, and then we have only files there, but not a folder, then
mm-hmm.
automatically it show an error. So that is the
Mm-hmm.
error which we have seen, right? Which I have
Yeah,
encountered
yeah,
earlier.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So if you see, it was till one point it was able to fetch. See, A, it has fetched like B, and B is going inside B, C, D, E, C, D, E. It actually fetched like very nicely till one point, and at some point it was giving this error because yeah, that is one small thing. Like instead, like in case you are going for a recursive, you are already trying to do like for inside, for, right? So having one more is an issue. Without that, this would be sufficient. It's just an implementation error. So if you see now, this itself would be enough for, let's check. Okay. So see here, A has come, A dummy point, B has come, C, D, and then there is content inside C. You see, it has showed everything, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You see
So here,
inside D, and yeah.
so how does this else part work?
So else are like if this you got it right. In case if it is a folder, you are again like instead of adding that path to the content list, you are asking to calculate like get what are the contents available, and then that particular content you add to this content path, right?
Yeah.
So and that is what it is doing. So in case initially, let me tell you first. Initially, you print the path here, right? So initially it was A. Okay, it has print
Yeah.
this one, and this is a folder. Now where will it go? It will go inside this. So if you go
Yeah.
inside this, then what it does is it again goes search for folder within this. Okay, so what will it will do? Like it will go inside, get whatever folders are there within that A. Okay, within that A, what are the contents available? These two. Okay,
Okay.
so
So this
this,
get contents in folder is like definition, calling a definition
yeah.
function.
We have defined a function, right? Like whatever it is defined here, we are calling the same function within the same function. If you see,
Okay. Okay.
indirectly, we call it as a recursive function. What it actually means is it will be called within that, and it will go on. Let's say like when it will end is like for the case when it's not a directory in that particular loop, it doesn't call again a function, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see, if it is only if it is this particular if condition did not satisfy, in that case
Hmm.
it did not call a function within it. So what
Yeah.
it does is it goes inside, just like how we, in case if I ask you directly, like you make you note down in a paper like all the list of contents here. What you do, you'll go inside and see, yeah, these two contents, and then go into B and say like these two you'll write, and then going to C like these two you'll write, and going to D these, right? So till where will you go? Till you don't find one more folder. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even this do the same thing. It will try to get inside and inside till you don't find a folder. Okay. This
Okay.
is just logical thing. Like in case you understand the pseudocode, like you'll be fine. Like syntax was fine, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, if he's fetching folders into folders, but
Hmm.
once if condition is not satisfying
Hmm.
with that same full path, it is fetching the files which are present in that folder. It is going to else part, and that else part you are getting, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I got.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if
Cool.
condition is working into for loops, it's fetching the folder inside the folder inside the folder, and if that
Hmm.
condition is not satisfying, it's going to else part and showing the files which are present
Hmm.
in that particular folder.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Is it clear, right? When you practice it, like I'll anyway give you an assignment like one different problem, where you have to use this concept. So there it will be easy for you to understand. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
this is about like going inside folder. Now
Okay.
let's try creating a folder. Okay,
Okay.
creating folder. So let me do this. So how can you create a folder? Let's see it here. Like in case if it, let me go here. Okay, so here I'm opening a command prompt at this window. So usually if you want to create a folder with using command prompt, so how you can do it is just mkdir my, let me say, ml studies folder. Let me do it this way and create. Now check if you are going to get that or not. See, it created a new
I'll
folder. Okay,
Yeah.
so for this here a command is mkdir, make new directory in a short form. So similarly in Python, what you have is make dirs, and then inside if you give a path name, so it will create. But remember, whatever you are trying to pass inside this some argument should be a full path, not just a folder name. Okay,
Okay.
so for that purpose what you do is you initially you get the full path. Let me write new folder path equal to os dot path dot join, and then add this main. Let me add it at this level. So inside this, and then ml study folder, let me say 2. It can be anything. Okay, let's run this out now. I'm commenting this out as well.
No, 1 second.
So
I didn't get this. You told it should be complete path, right? Then still you are giving a main folder path.
the complete path in the sense, if you do this join, okay, let me print. Will it be a complete path or not? You'll be knowing. So if you do this join, that will actually give you this full path, this complete path.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. So the thing is, the first after a join, the path where you need to create a folder and
Mm-hmm.
comma the folder name.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
it has
yeah.
this is a full path, and check like is it created? Yes, it's created. So O looks like capital. Is it really capital? Yeah, it's really capital. Okay. Now let's keep it there. Doesn't matter, right? So now this is the case. Now let's say for this particular scenario, now if this folder already exists there, and in case if you run it again, okay, it gave an error. It's saying like what it does is like here it's trying to create a folder with this, okay? But what is happening? This folder already exists because we just created some time back, right?
Yeah.
So it is giving a file exists error. You can't create a file when it already exists. Okay, so this is one possible error. So usually when you will face this error is maybe for your particular script, like you'll be saving your output in, you'll be creating a folder where you'll be saving your output. But that initially maybe you will be running 2-3 times like while debugging or like while developing, right? So in first instance still like you'll be getting the folder created, and then the second time when you run it, you'll be getting this error obviously, right? So in that case, how should we like possibly avoid this error? Can you suggest something,
So you
Satish?
can change the name. That is what I am getting into my
No, no,
mind.
no.
So
You should not change the name. Let us say I want it always to be output folder or like ML study folder to whatever it is there. So you should not change the name because like maybe let us say in reality case, like you may have already given that path to someone, like you are sharing that path with someone, and you and he is accessing the outputs of your script from the with his script. So in that case, if you change that particular path, then that will be a problem, right?
yeah.
So in that case, what you do is you check initially, like you can do one thing anyway, put the try catch. that will always work here. Try and accept. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
there is much better way. Like in case you know that this kind of error is going to come, we can do much better way. Like instead of using try catch always.
No,
What?
one second, sir. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I already created a folder with a
Mm-hmm.
path, using a path and folder
Mm-hmm.
name, why will again I run it? Why I
No.
will create again if same
Again,
folder?
why will you create? Like maybe your file will like script will contain some 200 lines of code. Okay. So you have run
Okay.
it once. While running, you got error at like 100th line. And then what you will do, like you will again you have to rerun the right. Like in case of Jupyter, it's a different case. Okay, you'll be running only that cell. Maybe tomorrow you can like you shut down your laptop tomorrow, closed everything, and next day again you want to come and run that notebook. Okay, in that case, again even in that case, like you have that folder already created, right? Then it will throw an error even
The
in your
thing is,
system.
when the first line is throwing error, when the first
Hmm.
line is not executing, it will not go
Hmm.
to second line, right? If
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say this creating folder path is at last after running the complete code, that
Hmm.
code I should get saved in some particular file path with the folder name XYZ.
No,
So
usually what
when
you do
I'm
is,
already having an
uh-huh.
error,
No. This usually
when
like
I'm already getting error in the
uh, mhm.
Python code above, how will this code run for me?
No. Actually, like what we usual practice is like all the different fold paths you'll be defining in the beginning and you'll be creating it. Okay, in most cases.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and even if it is not, that's not the case. You don't go like maybe in first case, maybe you did the complete run, it has worked successfully. Okay. Then you found
Mhm.
out a small change in your code that will improve your like output. Okay. Then you will change that small thing and then you will run it again. But in that case, you will have this problem. Even though if you create your folder, it gets created at the end. Okay. So there are
Yeah.
like many scenarios, okay? Like so how we can avoid this is check like if this folder already exists. How we can do like there is this code like path dot exists and then put this new folder. This will return true if it is already existing. So we want to do it like if it is not true, then you do this run. Okay,
Okay.
did you get it? Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
got it.
one. Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if not, then it will create this, right? It will create
Mm-hmm.
this. If it's already there, I just want to
Then
skip it.
yeah,
Then
that's it. That's it. That's what you don't. It's already created. You don't have to create it again. You go further and save your output. You will come across this like what different challenges in like
yeah,
your
I got
assignments or
your
like
point. I
assessment.
got your point. So
Mm-hmm.
the previous code which you have written, with that I already created folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'm just improving my code. I got a new idea in Python code above, and just I'm improving the code. When
Mm-hmm.
I do such scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
this if not condition should be added in this folder creation path, so that
Yeah,
it will automatically get passed and it will not create a new folder, right?
yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
So for this
Yeah.
reason, we'll do this. Let's what we do is let's add it inside a function. Okay, because we'll be using this regularly, right?
One small help, like can you write the entire if not into another a new program, so that creating will be when I watch this file, right? I can
Mm-hmm.
easily understand how to create it and how to avoid it, just pass it as continue it.
Oh, okay. Like let's do it. Like maybe like you do it like offline because I want to tell something else like which is related to this by doing it this way.
Okay.
Okay. Can you make a note of it like by yourself and then do it? Anyway, like I'm
Yeah,
going to paste it in like lecture notes, right? From there you can
no
do
no
that copy paste.
what no what am I telling is,
Understood.
now
Like you
here
want to simulate that error, right? You want to
yeah, if
simulate.
you have created if not here, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
to check a folder present or not, but
Yeah, yeah.
now the code has been of creating the actual folder. So when I
Mm-hmm.
look back into so I cannot, it will be somewhat difficult for me to, see this, how to create a folder.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Better you make a note of it. Like I'm going to tell like
Yeah,
something which is like relevant to making it as a
yeah,
function.
sure.
So, okay.
Okay.